Hello, my name's Adam Hills. Welcome to Spicks and Specs, the show in which two teams go head-to-head over questions of music. Our first team captain each and every week remembers when rock was young. He and Susie had so much fun. He's actor and comedian Alan Bro. Alan's first guest is a music video presenter for Channel V. She's bright, she's bubbly, and she loves her music. Please welcome Yumi Steins. Alan's final team member is best known for his role on Hey Hey It's Saturday, where he regularly appeared alongside a duck, an ostrich and a goose. We'll let you decide which one was the goose. Please welcome Wilbur Wilde. Our second team captain each and every week spent her life like a candle in the wind, never knowing who to cling to when the rain came in. It's Triple J's lunchtime announcer, Miff Warhurst. Miff's first guest tonight has been feted by Andy Warhol, thrown up on by Sid Vicious, and is one of Australia's most original and innovative performers. Please welcome the one and only Jeff Duff. Miff's final guest is a man whose favourite bands are Meatloaf, Cake and Hot Chocolate.
Hey, hang on.
That's what he asked for in his dressing room before the show.
Hey.
It's one of our favourite comedians, it's Dave O'Neill. Our first game tonight is called Know Your Product. Each team gets to pick a topic, but everybody will be quizzed on that topic. The choices tonight are tenors, Oz music festivals, music that has been banned, and manufactured bands, or just add water. Alan, which topic would you like?
Well, look, it seems logical to go for Oz music festivals, because, Wilbur, I'm sure you've played at a lot of festivals.
One or two, yeah.
And Yumi, I know that you basically go to every Australian rock festival.
I'm there, yep.
And last year I went to the Hawkesbury National Fiddle Festival.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which didn't turn out to be what I thought it would be, but it was... yeah, we'll have Oz music festivals.
Oz music festivals. Miff?
Well, I think I'm sitting next to somebody who's been quite controversial in your time, so...
Thank you.
You've had
a couple
songs
of
banned, haven't you?
I have had a few songs banned.
What like?
When I was with a band called Kush in the 70s, there was a mention of marijuana, I think, in the song, and that was...
Well, that's disgraceful.
Adam will take banned music.
Band music it is. We'll start with Oz music festivals. Everyone on your buzzers, let's play Spicks and Specs.
Okay.
Your first question for 1 point. The Big Day Out Festival visits which international city? Yumi?
Auckland, New Zealand.
Well done, it is Auckland, New Zealand. Next question worth 2 points. This is footage from the 1974 Sunbury Festival. Your question is... Hello?
We gotta wait for...
Billy Thorpe and the Aztecs were there on one of the days.
Jeff played at Sunbury, and I've driven through it, so... Did you play before... Were you play before Queen?
Yeah, we played before Queen.
And they got thrown off, didn't they?
Yeah, they
screwed
got
off.
bottled off. We were on just before them. So
You've just answered part of the question. The question was, and I'll give you a point for that, but I'm now going to open it up to this side.
Okay.
The question was, which two bands were famously booed off stage? They've got Queen.
No, it was. I reckon that was.
The Skyhooks?
It was Skyhooks. It was Queen and Skyhooks were the two bands that were booed off stage. Finally, for 3 points. Name the 3 music festivals that are associated with these places. Bustleton, Western Australia, Lawn, Victoria, and Tamworth, New South Wales. Yes.
Tamworth Country Music Festival.
Yes.
So there's Falls in Lawn.
Falls
Yeah, the
in
Falls
Lawn.
Festival, yeah.
Yeah.
And what's in Bustleton, Western Australia? That's like...
Beer and Wine Festival. I went to that one.
it's lovely, and they have cheese too.
Beautiful. Gooya.
We'll go with
Gooya,
that.
lovely.
Gooya.
That's,
Southbound.
Southbound Music Festival, exactly the one I'm looking for. 3 points. On to band music.
Right.
Your first question for 1 point. In 1975, The Pill, a country music ode to birth control, was banned in the United States. Your question is, who sang it?
John Lydon.
No.
No, he formed a band called Pill, but I don't think he was a country singer at last.
Anyone on this side?
Kenny Rogers?
Dolly Parton.
No, it was Loretta Lynn. Oh. And 7 out of every 28 singles were made of sugar. Women applauding, men going, what? For 2 points. Have a look at this UK singles chart. Tell me the band and the song that's missing. Yes.
I reckon it's the Sex Pistols and God Save the Queen.
Bang on the money, David. 3 points on the line for your final question. In the US in 1985, the Parents Music Resource Centre, or PMRC, identified a list of the Filthy 15 artists. Name 3.
Madonna
Madonna's there.
and...
Two Live Crew.
No.
Marilyn Manson.
Too late.
Too late.
All right, I'll open it up to the others. So you did get a point.
There was a Prince song in there. Darling Nikki was in there.
Prince is definitely on my list, yes.
I reckon Cyndi Lauper, She Bop, because that was about masturbation.
Oh, that's shocking.
Cyndi Lauper, yes, well done.
Oh my
2 points,
God.
Smith. Jeff
Yeah.
and Dave.
What girls is what I had fun about? It's terrible.
I would have also accepted AC/DC, Black Sabbath, Def Leppard, Judas Priest, Mary Jane Girls, Merciful Fate, Motley Crue, Twisted Sister, Vanity, Venom and Wasp.
Twisted Sister.
One of the most bizarre songs to ever be banned was the 1964 release of Louie Louie by the Kingsmen, which sounded like this. Now, part of the song's success was due to a rumour that the Kingsmen intentionally slurred the lyrics to hide the fact that they were obscene. Here's the weird thing. An FBI investigation was undertaken. Oh, yes. Wow. It took them 2.5 years, and at the end of the 2.5 years, they came to the conclusion that they couldn't understand any of the words. Now, while we're talking about banned music, obviously, Jeff, this is your forte. You have had songs banned. You've also been banned from playing on the midday show at one point.
Well, yeah, it was 1991. And at the time, I'd been wearing fairly conventional costumes for the midday show, and by my standards as well. One day, I decided to wear a leotard, and I had this very, very high-cut leotard with fishnet stockings, black boots up to my thighs.
Sure.
Bouffant hair,
I'd be
really bad, ugly makeup, so I looked like a bit of a tart, actually.
Right. It's not my average Friday night out.
Anyway, what happened, just prior to going on, my girlfriend came backstage and started getting me very aroused. Is it all right to say girlfriend?
Yeah, that's fine. Fine. As long as it wasn't Jeff Harvey.
Anyway, Ray Martin introduced me. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Duff. The cameras didn't know where to shoot, so they had to shoot above the waist.
Like Elvis in the 50s, you shot above the waist.
Yes, but this is a little more pathetic, I think. And the switchboard after my performance was jammed with little old ladies complaining
And wanting to meet you. God, that's disturbing.
Let's move on. At the end of that round, the scores are Alan, Yumi and Wilbur on 3 points. Miff, Jeff and Dave way out in front on 8 points. I will read out a misheard lyric, also known as a mondegreen. You have to buzz in and tell me the song that the correct lyric is from. Teams, hands on your buzzers. Your first misheard lyric is... Jose, can you see?
That'd be your Star Spangled Banner there, the national anthem of the United States of America, sir.
That's exactly what it is. Well done, Wilbur. The next misheard lyric. Sometimes I wish I'd never been boiled in oil.
Bohemian Rhapsody, Queen.
It's Bohemian Rhapsody, Queen. Well done.
It's good, you're so close.
You have lovely nail polish on.
Thank you.
You too.
Your next misheard lyric is...
Seriously.
It's a hard egg, nothing but a hard egg.
It's
a hard
Heartache, nothing but a heartache.
Bonnie Tyler.
It's Heartache, Bonnie Tyler. Well done. Next one. She's a muscular boy, a possibility.
She's a must for a boy.
What's the song?
This is not going well
You know
now.
the song? You know the song? I'm going to open it up.
She's a must to avoid. Herman's Hermits.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
See, there's my misheard lyric.
So you actually thought it was She's a Must
A
for a Boy?
must for a boy.
Wow,
A complete
okay.
impossible. See, a complete I'm a complex person.
We're not going to daycare.
We're not going to take it.
Yes, that's it.
Sister.
We're not going to take it. That's right. Your next misheard lyric. And there's a wino down the road.
You've got it. And there's a wino down the road.
Steer Stairway to Heaven.
That's Stairway to Heaven, Led Zeppelin.
Yes. Oh, well done.
Here's your last one. I got shoes, they're made of python.
I got shoes, they're made of
Python.
python. I'm losing control.
You're the one that I want.
You're the one that I want.
Strangely enough, Jeff's shoes are made of python. Too.
Yeah, sure.
They are. Here we go.
And I've got rattlesnake on the bottom and tiger in the middle.
That's good. It's, we can...
All endangered species.
we can...
No.
After that round, the scores are Alan, Yumi and Wilbur on 6 points. Miff, Jeff and Dave still way out in front on 13 points. Round 4 is called Malvern Stars on 45. One team member will play some songs using a bicycle-powered record player. Your teammates have to name the song. Wilbur, would you like to make your way to the velodrome, please? Ladies and gentlemen, Wilbur Wild.
Bring it on. Okay.
60 seconds on the clock.
Okay.
Your teammates have to guess. You're allowed to guess as well. Your time starts now.
Can I guess?
Not young enough.
Can I guess?
Are you old enough?
Oh, you're old enough. Are you
Are
old
you
enough?
old enough? Dragon.
Next song.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Exactly. Next song, please.
You can call me Al.
Yeah, Paul Simon.
Graceland by Paul
Graceland,
Simon.
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 Next one, please. Go, guys.
Easy.
Song, Gary.
Slipping away from you, Max Merritt.
It is Slipping Away, Max Merritt and the Meteors. Next one.
Al Jolson.
Time's up. It was Mammy Al Jolson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points, Wilbur.
Yay.
Jeff, you'll be riding for Miff and Dave.
Cool. Do you mind if I wear my special riding glasses
Go for it.
and my riding helmet?
Yes.
When was the last time you rode a bike, Jeff?
I actually rode to the studio today. In fact, this is my bike.
Right. 60 seconds on the clock.
Feels good. Okay.
Your time starts now.
Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy.
Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy. Next song, please.
Let's go to the hub.
Let's go to the hub.
At the Hop, Danny and the Juniors. I'll give you that. Next song.
Can you feel it?
Feel it.
Can You Feel It by the Jacksons. Nice work. Next.
Listen to the music.
Doobie Brothers. Go.
A fire in the sky.
Smoke on the water.
Speed up. Faster.
Lipstick on my collar.
Lipstick on Your Collar by Connie Francis. Well done. Time's up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 points, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff Duff.
Fantastic. And no grease on the trousers. That's excellent.
Fantastic work.
Nice little clip.
Jeff, I read about you playing in London in the kind of time of punk at the Lyceum Theatre
Yes.
in a gig that went horribly, horribly wrong.
It was a full-on punk gig, attended by mostly National Front followers.
Skinheads.
Skinheads,
Yeah.
the guys with swastikas emblazoned on their head. And I just released a single called Give Me Back Me Brain. That was my first single. And prior to going on stage, I knew that I was going to be confronted by the National Front. So I went out and bought a big bucket of sheep's brains, because I knew I was going to be gobbed on as soon as I walked out on stage, because that was what they were doing in 77, 78. And there was a mosh pit down the front with all these National Front followers, and the Lyceum stage is actually sloped, you know, for ballet performances, so people can see their feet. So with all the slime and gob and whatever, I was slowly slipping in. And they were pulling, and it was a very high stage. They were pulling at my feet, and they eventually wrenched me in. And I hadn't even got to the first chorus of the song. And eventually I clambered back on stage, and I thought, I'm going to try and finish this song. But I went back and I got my bucket of sheep's brains, and I just stood there, you know, picking out faces, and I just threw these sheep's brains. Sheep's brains at the audience.
Yeah, ironic, because the song was Give Me Back My Brain.
That's right. Yeah. No, but this is the irony. All of a sudden, the sheep's brains came back at me.
You got the brains first.
Right, the score check at the end of that round. Alan, Yumi and Wilbur on 11 points. Miff, Jeff and Dave still out in front, 19 points.
We can do it.
Teams, hands on your buzzers. 1 point for a correct answer, 1 point off for a wrong answer. Your questions start now. What is pizzicato?
It's plucking of the strings of a violin or a cello or something like that.
Yes, that's exactly right. Well done. Which Dido song did Eminem sample? Yes?
I want to thank you.
It's just called Thank You, isn't it?
It's called Thank You. Well done.
shoot.
A point. Have a listen to this and name the tune. Yes.
Come on, Eileen.
Nice work. Which major key has a key signature of 1 flat?
That'd be your... F major.
Yes, it is, exactly.
you
F
said
major. Well
key,
done,
so
Wilbur.
F
Yes.
major key, yeah.
How many Australian artists featured in the top 10 of this year's Triple J Hottest 100?
Go Miff!
I'm going to take my time.
Bernard Fanning.
Bernard Fanning. We had
Gorillas,
Ben
they're
Lee.
from Geelong.
Wolf Mother came in twice. Did they in the top 10?
Yeah, Wolf Mother were in twice. Ben Lee, you said Ben
Yeah,
Lee?
said Ben Lee.
Ben Lee. You've got Wolf Mother, Ben Lee, Bernard
I
Fanning.
think it was 5 though in the top 10.
Is that your answer?
Yes.
It was 4 in the top 10.
Oh!
It was Wolf Mother, Ben Lee, Bernard Fanning and End of Fashion. What is a bumbass?
It's not a type of fish.
No.
Some sort of fruit-devouring...
It's a sort of stringed instrument.
It's a traditional one-stringed European folk instrument. Final question. Who am I? I'm a Melbourne-based rock band. I'm one of the finest proponents of Australian rock. I've released an album called Hi-Fi Way. Who am I?
You am I.
Yes, bang on. It's You Am I. At the end of the rounds, the scores are Alan, Yumi and Wilbur were on 16 points. Miff, Jeff and Dave won the day with 19 points.
Well done, mate. Good work.
Would you please thank all our guests for tonight? Yumi Steins, Wilbur Wild, Jeff Duff and Dave O'Neill. And, of course, our 2 team captains, Alan Bro and Mick Warhurst. We leave you tonight with the most controversial ending we've ever had on Spicks and Specs. Earlier in the show, Jeff Duff told us about the time he was banned from the midday show for a, quote, wardrobe malfunction. We also talked about the 60s song Louie Louie, which is still banned in some states in America. Tonight, Jeff Duff will close the show by singing his letter of apology to Ray Martin while the band plays Louie Louie. Thanks for watching Spicks and Specs. My name's Adam Hills. Good night, Australia.
Here's my story, sad but true, about my wardrobe malfunction that suddenly grew. After many complaints, I received the sackage, 'cause I couldn't hide my manly package. So excited, now won't be invited back on your show. Whoa, 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 whoa. It all began as a bit of fun. I was singing on Ray's show back in 1991, but I neglected a minor costume correction, 'cause all eyes were focused on my small guard selection. Raymond, my friend, it won't happen again. I'm so sorry, Ray. Hey, hey, hey. I got so excited, now I won't be invited back on your show.
show. Oh, oh, oh. Channel 9 switchboard was jammed with complaints by little old ladies, by sinners and saints. But the complaints were something I didn't figure. So little old ladies, they wanted to see something much bigger. Raymond, my friend, it won't happen again. I'm so sorry, Ray. Hey, hey, hey. I got so excited, I won't be invited back on your show.
Don't forget to visit the Spicks and Specs website. There are behind-the-scenes photos. You can email us, and you can also get all the details you need on our guests. I'll see you there.